Hello guys, good morning. Welcome back. I was sick last week, the whole week, so I was not streaming. Yeah, I'm feeling much better today. I slept for 14 hours a day last week when I was really sick. Google is crazy. This thing is serving the 21. Amazing. And the semis starting to reclaim the 9 EMA. Looks decent. I wanted to go a little bit more sideways. Actually, for the general market too. Really wanted to go sideways a little bit. But many stocks are bouncing into the declining nines. 25Nov25. Gold is building another flag. 1, 2, 3, the fourth one. Now the fourth one. Since this the uptrend from 2024. My main ideas for today would be Rivian and Tesla. Right now the market is really I think a little bit hesitated. It snaps back into the moving averages, but it reclaims the 9 still under the 21. So probably it still needs some time to break out from the previous downtrend, especially the huge selling from the first day candle. So I really wanted to print a higher lows before another leg up instead of just directly grinds higher from here, which I think has a smaller probability, a lower probability of doing so. And also many individual stocks are still kind of loose. I really think it needs more time to build a longer base, a bigger base for much higher quality breakouts on the weekly and on the daily. And also I need to be cautious about the market reversing from here too. Like I don't think we are completely out of the woods yet, so still need to be a little bit cautious about that. Don't think it's a good timing to be aggressively enter into new positions. I might focus on the stocks above $100 million volume daily, and I think the more liquid the stock is, the easier to trade. So the higher the better. So this is my pre-market scanner. So I'm still using 50 million for this scanner, but I usually would only adding the stocks above 100 million into my watch list, so it doesn't really matter. This is for the pre-market gappers. And I also use this potent scans. So this one captures the big movers, the big gainers from yesterday, the last trading day. And the last one will be the leader scan. The leader scan is only I only use the leader scan in on weekends. So trying to see are there any leading sectors or any stocks that didn't captured in my previous two scanners. Yes, these three scanners are included in my trade lines interviews. Yes, if I had a small account, I still use the $100 million volume as the minimum threshold. It's just my preference, like, and I find it easier to trade and less spread, less slippage, and it's my preference. So if you're trading less than this, absolutely fine. I think I'm probably not doing any trades today. I really want to develop my sit out power. Really trying to learn and doing nothing. I think the weekly of Tesla is absolutely amazing. I'm very excited for the next bull run for Tesla. It's a 4-year base. Since November 2021, it has basically gone sideways, but building higher lows on the weekly. And right now it's forming like a VCP pattern. So the first pullback will be 75%. And the second, 53%. If you can see that this is a pullback too, 23%. And the most recent one, 17%. So I believe Christian has mentioned that like the best breakouts are from the huge base for weeks, for years, for months. So the reason why I'm looking at Rivian, the first reason is the weekly chart. So after the huge ugly reversal candle, Rivian found support on the rising weekly EMAs. So the weekly EMA starts turning up, and then Rivian pulls back and then reclaim fastly, and it has been going sideways for I think you can say 2 years. And on the daily, it reclaims the 50 EMA before the market correction, the pullback, and it has been going up for almost 50% in a few days. And right now it's still near a kind of a range or a small base below this gap down, and near the EMAs. The EMAs are kind of converging, especially on the lower time frame. You can see lower time frame, the EMAs are really close to each other, really packed, and it's forming higher lows all the time. So for the trades that I took in October, so many of you are curious about what trades that I took in October. I think 80% of my profits in October are from the longs, and got in the 1st of October. So I bought ACHR. ACHR would be the entry was this day here. I believe I bought the breakout when it talks out the prior 1 hour bar high, and the stop was the day low, so it probably is around 1.5% my stop. So here, probably here would be is my entry, and then sell some into strength on this day around 1250. So I sell some right here, and then I close the trade on the 9th. So I close the trade on this day. The reason I believe I close this trade is I feels like the market is a little bit too extended. So I didn't wait for the first close below the 9 and then I close the trade. I closed the trade early on at around 12, at around 12, I believe. So this is ACHR. Another one would be AMD, and I took this AMD ETF, the leverage longs 2x. So my entry also on the 1st of October, which is the day here, and I bought it when it takes out the, I think, prior day high, or maybe not. I think yeah, I think it's the prior day high or the prior 1 hour bar high, but they are really close, so not much difference. And then I really lucky, got the gap up, and I closed it on this day, on the 10th of October. So this one is a really good trade, which I didn't expect that, because this year I've got several gap downs in my positions instead of the gap ups. I think AMD, this one is the first or the second one that is gapping up when I'm in the stock, and it's gapping up really big. It's like 30% pre-market. So another one will be ASTS. So the same entry here on the 1st of October, and this one I bought the pullback. So ASTS is a gap and fade entry, or I call it the handshake entry. So I bought the pullback after stock gaps up at the open, and then it fades right into the anchor VWAP from the previous swing high. Also the previous previous highs from this base here, the small base. I'm not sure. I think I entered it at the 5-minute breakout. So I bought it when it breaks out from the 5-minute candle high, which is around a 2% stop, or maybe even less than that. I may set the stop at the bar low, which is around 1.25%. I'm not sure about that, but it definitely less than 2%. So you see, ASTS has a huge base, around a 3-month base. Have a leg up, pulls back to the rising 9, gap up, and then pull back into the anchor VWAP and also the previous highs. And then I bought the 5-minute candle breakout, and this is a very typical pullback buy that is working very nice this year. And then I sell some on this day here, and then I think I closed it also on the 10th of October. I think the 10th of October is the one which has a huge huge ugly red candle, so everything is going down on that day, so I just sell it before waiting for the first close. Yeah. Also a little bit extended from the 9 EMA, 15% above the 9 EMA, so I have to give back too much of the profits from here. And also the general market has been going up for like several months, and I just think it's not worth it to trail it with the EMAs and hold it for a longer period. And then also bought RGTI on the 2nd of October, which is around here. I believe I bought this at the opening range highs, 30.90 something. So yes, I believe it would be the opening range highs. And it is a kind of a high tide flag setup, and the quantums are just going crazy. Back in September and also the early October, so I'm just catching the momentums here, and don't think there's much to mention about this one. And then I sell it all at this day here. I close all of them into the strength. So one more is this red cat entry on the 2nd of October again on this day here. So the entry is around 12:30. Oh, it's on the 3rd of October, so I enter it on this day, so on this gap up 12:30, so it's also probably a opening range highs. I think right at the market open it dips and then it quickly reclaims and break out from the opening range highs, and then I took it. So I bought it at this day here, and it also it's not an ideal entry, I would say. So when I look back, I thought I was entered at the 2nd of October, but I missed this. So I chased it a little bit on this gap up, but I just treat it as a kind of EP or something, and then it was not it was just like not mediocre trade. It's up at around 20%, and then I sell it. I sell some into strengths, and then I close it on the 9th around I think around 15. Yeah. And then the last one I want to share would be dust. So it's the gold minus short ETF. So gold is going parabolic in October, the mid-October, around 20th of October. So it has been going straight up, serving the 9 EMA and going quicker and quicker. Also on the weekly. So the volume is increasing. It has been going really extended. So therefore I decided to take the short on the gold minus ETF. I believe I bought the shorts on the exact top of this move. I've tried I tried, my first try would be also on the same day, but it quickly takes me out. But after it wicked, and then it falls right back, and then I took another try, and the second try was perfect. So I ride all the way and then I close it on 24th. Oh no, on 28th. I close it on this day. I close the shorts. So I think this is one of the best trade I've took this year. I kind of really nailed the entry and then I hold it all the way down. And yeah, my execution is, I think is perfect on this trade here. I was really satisfied with this trade. Especially I was looking at this gold short for a long period of time. Like I track the gold all the way up. Like I'm trying to short it. I'm kind of patiently waiting for the opportunity to come for the whole month. And when the opportunity really came in, then I took it and it successfully played out, luckily. There's a tweet from Marios. I think it really highlights the importance of a setup versus a more behavioral or fundamental, the technical tailwinds. So I was also focused on a good setup. I think at the earlier stage of my journey, but gradually I just discovered that the setup is secondary. Like when it looks really wonderful on the technical side, it's important though, but it's not the most important factor. So I think the most important factor would be it's really about the general picture of a stock, like a general the big picture of a stock, whether the stock is getting momentum, are they building higher lows, are they moving fast enough, are they trading liquid enough? So I think Rivian is not a really good looking setup in my opinion, but this one, what would be the first and the main focus of this week, for me at least. So the big picture is this stock has been going sideways for weeks and starts to gain some strengths and some buying signs, going up 45% in just a few days, and then it's trading pretty liquid, and then it finds support on the rising EMAs. So there's been kind of relative strengths compared to other growth names. It's showing certain relative strengths. It's still holding up the EMAs. And compared to the indices, it has been going straight down for the past month, and Rivian is at least it's on the uptrend, so it's building a higher low. So in the last month, and also Tesla is still under the key moving averages, but on the weekly it looks really good, and the structure rise, like the this huge structure is I really don't know how to explain it, but it's explosive. So if it successfully break out from this huge base, it has so much potential. So I might try to buy some Rivian and this pullback to the anchor VWAP. Also the 9 EMA on the 5-minute chart. It's not an ordinary entry, but it's worth a shot. I don't even know what Rivian is doing recently. Why it has been going up more than 40% in just a few days. I don't even know the catalyst, but it did go up. That's the most important thing that I need to know. Importer is doing pretty good right here. So it looks like the general market actions are pretty weak. I think that's it for today. Market isn't going anywhere just yet. I think no matter going up or down, we still need a little bit more time, and we need to observe what the stocks are doing. Yeah, but I'm really excited for the next leg up, if there's any. So thank you guys, and see you in the next stream.